I'm glad you're joining me for today's devotion. This past Sunday, Pastor John's message was about encouragement. How we can encourage others, how we can draw encouragement from the Holy Spirit, from the Bible, and how to pass that along to others. And it made me think about how guys talk to each other, especially when it's a group of guys and maybe it's just them, or especially during sports like playing basketball, or we play a lot of pickleball at church, and kind of how we talk to each other during that. And it made me think a little bit about how God would feel about that. I think about when I'm with my Friday morning group and it's just men and we're in a closed room where nobody else can hear us. I don't ever think anything is said in a mean or spiteful way, but we do definitely kind of pick on each other. When we're on the pickleball court, we kind of trash talk each other. And I just wonder what God thinks about that. I know in my heart that I certainly don't mean it in any sort of mean-spirited way. At least I don't think that I do. But at the same time, I know that we have to be careful to make sure not only we understand how we're saying things, but the people we're talking to, that they interpret that they accept that as good-natured. And for men, I think it's almost a bonding. Like, that's one way that we show that we care about each other. Now, we do have to be careful if there's others around that might take that differently, and make sure that we're all on the same page. And it makes me think of Ephesians 4:29, and that says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." So not only does it talk about building others up according to their needs, but also that it may benefit those who listen. So anybody that's within earshot of what we're saying. So I know for me personally, my personalities, I'm one to jump in to kind of tease people. I'm one of the first to do that. I hope that they know that it comes from the right place in my heart, but maybe I need to focus a little bit more on the situation, who else is around, and if it's coming from a pure part in my heart. So just maybe something for all of us to think about. I don't want to stereotype it, but I do think guys probably do it a little more than women do. But we always want to make sure, no matter what we're saying, that it is encouraging, that it comes from a place where God would want us to know, to share that we love each other, that we're building each other up. And so maybe I've got a little thinking to do about how I handle those situations on a regular basis. But something for all of us to think about, most importantly, is even if it comes from a good place, there might be others around that might not take it the same way that you mean it. So, including myself, we just have to be aware of our surroundings and who's with us. But guys, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic week.